Alright everyone, so we are live. So what is up everyone? This is Mr. T coming at you live from NYC. Welcome back to Convos, our podcast over here on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. And so again, I hope you guys are all having an awesome summer. I hope you guys are spending time with your friends, your family, because we kind of need that. We gotta rekindle the bonds. You gotta patch up some things, and just have an awesome summer because apart from the wildfires that have been happening and all those other things, again, I'm really digging how the weather's looking like recently. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the summer, and please guys, guys and gals, please go ahead and enjoy whatever time that you have during the summer, because again, you guys all deserve it. And again, the last school year that I've been seeing, different students, it wasn't easy. And in my heart, as always, not just because I'm a teacher by profession, but also just being a genuine person, I feel that and I do understand that. So again, please guys, enjoy the time that you have. Take a break, take a breather, because again, with our lives, we want to enjoy it to the fullest, right? But hey guys, you guys are awesome. Once again, thank you guys so much for everything that you've done over here to help this channel, this podcast, this wonderful community grow. I hope you guys are digging this new style that I'm doing. Again, so I'm just trying to slow it down, be chill, take a little bit of a slower pace, and just trying to make this, more relatable for you guys. But it looks as though you guys are really enjoying what we've been putting out. And again, again, it's so amazing as well just to really think about, just to do this kind of thing over on YouTube, because I never really thought that I'd be back over here. But really, guys, it's because of you guys, you wonderful men and women out there in this world who are making that difference and, just giving me the chance. You guys are amazing. So again, thank you for everything. And I'm literally tearing up with emotion sometimes just like thinking about that. But you guys are amazing. But anyways, enough of the chitter chatter. Let me go ahead and get over to the episode that we got for today and that topic that we got. So I'm going to discuss fame, I'm going to discuss success, and I want to just discuss, just those words in general that, everyone wants to go for. And, I'm going to just be general about this in the beginning. So again, you guys are wondering like, what is success, right? And sometimes people think when it comes down to being successful, it's just like having a bunch of money and just having all these wonderful people in your life, being famous, just living that good life, being rich and all those kind of things, right? And, again, that comes with success, that's true. But, again, the reason why I want to bring that up, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of you guys who's been DMing me, PMing me, privately about, what does it take? Like, what's the key to success, And so literally when I'm thinking about that, even in my mind, I have a lot of things, but when it comes down to success, people always think of it that way, People always think, for example, that being successful, you just got to be out there, and that you got to be, for example, you got to be working all the way, you got to be earning, and, all those things. But again, as usual, everything that I say in the beginning is going to change later on throughout the episode, so stay tuned for that. But literally what I wanted to talk about first is, what does success mean to you? And again, I'm just trying to like see what you guys are thinking. I just want you to, put in your mind about what it is that you feel that success is, and just really reflect on that, because again, whatever you think can change the outcome of what you think after this episode, right? And so being successful, again, that's what we always think about, attributing it to fame, money, having these wonderful people in your life, building this social network, and just all those things. But there's much more to that. So again, back to like my story, for example. Again, growing up, I still remember when I had it all, and I remember when I lost it all. And from then on, it was just like an uphill battle. It's just this struggle as well to just try and find some meaning and find some success and all those things. And those things were on my mind, don't get me wrong. And I think many people think of that later on when it comes down to, middle school is okay, but then when you come to high school, then college, military, all those decisions that you got, all those pathways that you can consider, right? There's just a lot on the mind. And so again, all those things tie into, wanting to be successful, wanting to be famous and those kind of things, right? But again, there was so much more because, many of us want to be successful. Let's get that straight. But think about, for example, if you're successful and if you're famous, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you feeling joyful? Are you feeling the thing that you want to feel, that you are expecting that you're going to feel when you have it all? So again, sometimes there's a difference between when you're really happy and when you're just happy because it's convenient, So again, sometimes, for example, when things are convenient, some of us are thinking like, well, where's the challenge, right? And, when we have that money and we have that success, we always start thinking about what do we do after, If we really were successful, why do we still have those thoughts about, what is it that I need to do? What more do I need to do? Why am I not feeling those kind of things? So literally, again, those are some of the things that I consider as well. Especially, because like I said, I was very ambitious. I'm not gonna lie. I was that kind of person who really wanted to move forward. And there's just so many people who wanted to do that. But here was the killer. And this is why I also wanted to talk about success and, if it's worth it or not. Because I remember a friend of mine, he's a really close friend. I'm going to call him Jay just because it's his abbreviation. So I'm going to just call him that. And so what with Jay, he was just like me, but he did things like 5 times over. He joined every competition. He tried to muster good grades. And when he didn't get what he wanted, don't get me wrong, he's a good person, but he freaking flipped out with the teacher. And in my mind, like I said, I could consider myself quote unquote smart, or not just smart. I was just probably knowledgeable. But with him, he just demanded he demanded the grade be changed. He demanded that, something went wrong and to fix the system. And, I get it as well. Some teachers are really unfair and they really give the wrong grades to the wrong people. But there are some teachers that he argued with that I didn't really get. No offense, Jay, if you ever happen to hear this, wherever you are in the world. Again, I hope you're safe. But again, with that mindset that he had, I hope he changed. But, I didn't want to go into that, because, if you're always going for success and trying to achieve it, what happens when you encounter things like those challenges and heck, even failure, What's going to happen when you encounter those, and what's going to happen in general when you feel that, you're pushing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, heck, even spiritually at times if you're a believer of something, right? So what is it that you're going to feel? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling joyful? My voice kind of cracked for a bit. I apologize for that. But again, are you feeling what you wanted to feel? Are you feeling what it is that you were expecting and all those things? And I didn't want to fall down that path where, I couldn't accept when I didn't, when I didn't achieve, when I didn't make that mark, right? Or all those things, right? Literally back then, I remember that I wanted to be a straight A student and I wanted to achieve those things. I wanted to join and all those competitions. And I thought that was sometime, don't get me wrong, those were wonderful memories, but my mindset was just complete and utter BS, You guys ever had those moments in your life, when you just felt that, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? And, I'm in this high paying, you can be in this high paying job and you can still be unhappy. You can have everything in the world and you still be unhappy. You can have all the men and women at your behest. You can have them all, as your friends and whatnot. But, you can be, I'm going to just bring up a quote from a Cinderella story. You guys should check out that film. And it said there, you could be surrounded by a sea of people and still feel lonely. And, that is so freaking true, Again, all those things, and these are just thoughts that come out of my mind, so forgive me if I'm not as organized as what you expected. But again, guys, can you imagine all those thoughts in your mind? And have you ever felt that at one point where, when you were younger, that you were so driven to be successful, right? But it's not you. So again, it's always those cases where people, want to be successful, or they're trying to be successful. But when you take it that far, I know that people can make their own choices. We got the freedom, the free will to do so. But I'm always sad because there's always something at the back, whether, like, if a child is complaining about grades, I'm pretty sure the parents are right behind him. Or if there's anything, another adult figure. And that freaking sucks. Not dissing against adults, but I'm just saying that it has happened, And it disheartens me as well to hear that people are going for success that's not even what they want, Because literally, to be successful, you gotta have the heart for it. And if your heart is not in its place, if it's not in the right place and someone else has taken over, or you just distance yourself from who you are, then it ain't worth it. It's not worth it, and it's not worth even trying, just because you're losing yourself, right? And I can speak for a lot of people when we've had those moments in our lives where we literally lost ourselves, and literally we got so sucked up in just trying to be something that, everyone is expecting us to be, and people that we were told we were destined to be. We were so wrapped up in another person or people's vision that, we lost sight of ourselves. And that's where we ultimately lost. We lost lost ourselves as a person, as people. And, the life that we got, we ain't gonna be happy. If you want to check out something, check out Soul. It's a wonderful film. Actually a good film from Disney in recent times, and Pixar. But again, that film really touches the heart because there's so much more to life, And just to bring up a quote from that film, there was a guy who was asking, a life, when a person goes to Earth, a soul doesn't have a purpose, that person's life, it's not there to have a quote-unquote purpose that, for example, that you're going to be this and be that forever. It ain't true. You come to life. You're here in the world so you can live, You're not here in the world just to be successful. You're here to go through those challenges. You're there for other people. You're there to help yourself, and as well as think about the world around you, because the world keeps growing and growing and growing, So again, call me out if you feel that these are wrong pieces of advice. But again, I just feel that wholeheartedly there's more to life than just being successful. And if you guys are chasing the dreams to, be more, then, totally go for it. I don't mind, for example, when people just want to be something above all, they just want to, find something, and, that curiosity and that drive and that passion is so good. And, it's so tantalizing. It's so amazing. And that's what I love about this generation, not even just the new gen, but anyone who's still alive, like right now. They got that ambition, and just given enough time, they can totally do it. People from all walks of life, old, young, boy, girl, whatever, and in between, the genders that I didn't describe. So, again, anyone can be successful, and anyone can find what they want to pursue in life. But again, there's so much more. But I'm going to talk about that in the next segment. But right now, I want to play something for you guys over on the radio. That was a smooth transition, not gonna lie. But again, I'm gonna play something for you guys over on the radio. Again, shoutouts to no copyright music for everything that they've done. Wonderful artists, talented music, talented artists, wonderful music. Sorry, I have gotten a brain fart just now. But these guys are amazing. I'm gonna leave them a link in the description. But for now, here's what they got. Check it out.
'Cause lately I've been thinking about your love and your needy baby. It's getting too much. much, too much, too much. 'Cause lately I've been thinking about your love and your needy baby. It's getting too much, but you're so sweet like candy, and I'm someone so happy. Thinking about your love, too much, too much, much, too much, too much, much, too much, too much, much, thinking about your love.
All right, everyone, we are back. So again, shout out to Vlog No Copyright Music for their wonderful soundtracks. Again, I wouldn't have a radio if not for them. They got so many options. They got thousands of videos, thousands of artists online, and so again, much credit to them for everything that they've done. And I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And from all of us over here at Convos, again, thank you for everything. But hey, back to what I was saying. So again, the first segment that I talked about, we talked about success, and we really thought about what success is to us. And then I just gave you my perspective on what made me change the thought of just trying to drive myself, push myself towards being something that I realized that may not have been what I wanted to be, and I gave you my personal story. I shared my own secrets. But again, guys, I hope you guys are really thinking about it now, like with being successful, like, is it all that it's cracked up to be? I've seen some people, and I'm just gonna bring them up, for example, but shout outs to them because they've been through so much. So, for example, I want to bring up the late Robin Williams. Again, he is an amazing, wonderful, and talented comedian. He is, he was amazing. And, behind the smile and the grin that he always showed at every gathering that he's been to, there was so much more that was happening. And, we already know the outcome of what happened with him. But again, may he rest in peace. He was an amazing person. But I just wanted to share with you guys that he's an example of, where success may not lead you, Again, when you keep striving towards it, and it ain't yours that you wanted, you can be successful, but you may not be happy, and even he's a comedian. He's stellar. He's got the funnies. He's got, he had everything in his hands, and he was wonderful, but he didn't disclose something that, people thought that, people had overlooked at times. Not everyone got to know his personal life. And so, just when it happened, again, it was so unexpected. But his story is, just this example of what I mean about success. Because success doesn't mean your heart is where it is. Success doesn't mean that your heart is where it's meant to be. Because, again, if you really want to be successful, it's got to come from the heart. It's the same thing, for example, if you want to sell something on Etsy, it's not for just the money, Of course, we got to be practical, and we got to know that the money is important. But, if you ain't happy doing it, it's just going to be another burden, right? It's going to be another burden to make something that's not for yourself and just work tirelessly, right? When it should be growing on its own, right? That's hard. But unless you find that passion and that love for it, Same thing goes, for example, like being on YouTube, Many people, sometimes they leave many wonderful YouTubers, for example, like Ryan Higa from Nega Higa. And so, again, he was just this wonderful and creative person. But over time, as people went on with their lives and wanted to do something else, Ryan was left in the dark and just trying to navigate around his life, wanting to do something, make the world, not make the world just better, but also just to see where he is in the world, And it's not because, again, it's not just about purpose. It's because, he felt that he could do something different with his life, right? imagine, he had a wonderful and successful career. He can totally put out more shits if he wanted to, but it didn't make him happy. It didn't bring him that quote-unquote success that he was expecting. He had made wonderful and creative videos, but he wanted to do something else. He wanted to do podcasts. He wanted to stream, and he wanted to just be back into life again. And he reflected on that, and again, he's another example of he found where he wanted to be. And it didn't mean that he had to be this over-the-top, all-successful person. He didn't have to do that. He just sat and talked and streamed and had this setup. And he went about doing what he wanted to do. And so did the rest of his gang. So literally, again, guys, when it comes down to being successful, I'm gonna just give you my advice. First off, come from the heart. Make sure it comes from the heart. Above all, again, with our parents, for example, and some of us might tell me, like, Mr. T, what about my parents who want me to go to this pathway? It is true that it happens, right? And it is true that they're trying to lead you in a way where you're safe. Or I don't know what your family situation is, and I'm gonna respect that. But again, I'm always here to, hear you out. But again, they direct you in one way, but when that time comes to have a hold on your life, go for what you want, go for what makes you happy. Because life, we've learned from experience that it can be so dang short. The gun doesn't have to be held at your head to know that life can be that short. We went through a pandemic that everyone in the world was affected by. At that point, everyone's life could have been that short. And at that point, why it was so disheartening is people left without having done everything that they wanted. Why are we so afraid of death and being forgotten, when we should be content with life? It's because we ain't, we don't want to leave this life being unfulfilled, being unhappy, being uncertain, being sad, being depressed, being lonely. Hell no. No one should be lonely. No one should be sad. No one should be afraid. No one should be depressed towards what could be the end of their life. And so many people have changed. Many people thought to themselves, like, hey, we gotta turn things around. We gotta look at things from a different perspective. We gotta be ourselves. We gotta be ourselves, and we just need to find what touches our hearts, And so, again, success, find what's in your heart before you go for success. Because when you find in your heart what you want to do, what life has in store for you, then absolutely you'll find success where you go. So again, some people thought success first, myself second. It's not true. It's not true. Because if you put success first, that's a completely different you. It's a facade. Like literally when you walk out and you're working, for example, let's say you're working for like Coca-Cola and you're like the CEO, you got to put on this show, but behind the surface, you ain't happy. There's so much to do, right? So, and you're not content, right? So again, it's just kind of like those scenarios, right? Where in the face of success, you ain't happy to the point where you hurt yourself or you hurt other people. And it's not fair. It ain't fair, guys. So again, instead of going for success and trying to be yourself second, you got to be yourself first. Be yourself and think about what you want to do and what could make you happy. And then find the success on that pathway. Find the success on that path that you want to go for. If you, for example, find that passion for art, you'll find success once you find that pathway. Or let's say you find that you're happy to serve and be in the military, then absolutely you'll find success there. Once you made the choice, make the choice yours above all. And I don't think the mic can pick it up at times because my voice is freaking weird. And I cannot express how much this means as well that I feel it means for other people. But again, guys, please be yourselves, Please be yourselves and please, find what makes you happy. Just don't hurt other people, don't hurt yourself, and that's where you'll be successful. Because, fame, quick fortune, man, that shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, because you do not become yourself. Seriously, just that success. Again, there are reasons there's reasons why life is so unexpected. There are reasons why it's so long for some people and so short for others. It's because, make the most of your life while you have it, right? Make the most of your life while you have it. And no matter where you go away from the world, again, at least you left happily, And happiness, decency, the love, and the joy, and man, all those wonderful things means more than all the money and all the fame in the world. Because that's where you're successful. Success, when you use your heart, when it comes from the heart, it surpasses the boundaries that you thought you could never pass. Because you found what you wanted to do in your life. You found love. You found everything. And it's because of that, guys, please, above all, please be yourselves. Please do what makes you happy. And then success will come your way. I promise you guys that. But literally, I'm trying to think about if there's anything else I could give you guys. But literally, that's all I got for you guys. So seriously, this is what I got. Again, don't put success first. Put yourself first. And success will surely follow. That about sums up everything that I got over here. And that's going to be it for this episode of Convos. Again, guys, thank you for everything. And I apologize as well if you hear some things over in the studio. My family's having a good time. They're having fun, enjoying the summer. They deserve it. And I'm over here just trying to find the best place that I can to record. Even if the booth is a little bit soundproof, again, it's not family proof. Because, again, you can't get rid of family. And that's just what I wanted to say there. But guys, I hope you all find the success you want in life. But most importantly, I hope you all know who you are first. I hope you guys find out who you are above all. And then go for the way that you want. Because, guys, you are amazing. And I don't know my mic. I'm trying as much as possible to get the software and equipment that I need, guys. Let me know if anything, if you got any suggestions, please let me know. Again, shoutouts to Vlog No Copyright for providing their awesome track on the radio. I left their link in the description, as well as my DMs, my PMs, my social media pages, and all that stuff. And you guys have noticed as well, I'm shouting out other podcasters, and I'm also shouting out people that, kind of connect to the topic. I wanted to bring them into the conversation, bring them onto the Convos train, and just see how things roll. Because, again, I'm also really digging this new style that I got. Now that I got the tripod, again, shoutouts to my Dime Audacity for her wonderful suggestion. And if not for her, I wouldn't be as chill as I am right now. Because right now, doing YouTube is so much fun. It's been a blast. And I'm not saying this that I'm done. I got so much more in store. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us. But hey guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been an awesome audience. Please like, share, sub, and much love. I'm really digging this vibe, and I love the sunset out there on my window. It has been an honor, and thank you guys so much again for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Much love, everyone. This is Mr. T signing off, and I'll see you at the next episode, alright? Peace out, and see you guys later.